So now what?
Ah,
So now what? I'm getting lost. I've
ah,
got too many tabs. Right, and I click that. I'm getting lost. I've
ah.
got too many
Now I've got
tabs. Okay,
echo.
now I'm watching
Oh, it's
you.
because this is on. Right. So does that stop the echo? Am I'm so confused. Say something, then. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. Good. Okay. Wait. So what if I used a floating window here and
Oh my
then
god, this is so disorientating.
um what's a good way to do this? So basically my
Request. Oh,
my
oh yeah. Oh no,
screen.
I just requested to join. I just
Oh,
requested to join.
okay.
So
Okay. Well, one person requested. There are 1 out of 100 requests. You can ask to join the stream. Here's how. Blah 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 blah. Have you done all these things?
no, I have requested to join your stream. So you should have like some kind of thing saying,
Yeah, yeah. Look at my screen. It says join. It says requests are on, but one person has requested. Okay. I can't let you into the stream. Maybe this is fine. Maybe we can work with it like this. I think this is fine.
"Why can you not allow me into
Oh,
the stream?"
someone's chatting to us already. Hello,
It's
Duper Doo
me.
Doo.
That's
Oh,
me.
okay.
That's me. Ah.
Why did you create this account? Okay. Hold on. I can't let you into the stream anyway. Wait, let me just. I'm gonna log into my phone and see what it actually looks like on the stream right now. Because maybe if we can, as long as we can see you and I can share my screen and you can share your screen and we're streaming it,
Yeah.
that's ultimately what like. Okay, Kevin's streaming as well.
Okay. I think. All right then. Well then, I'll close my stream because that's just wasting my internet. All right then. Well then, I'll close my stream. Yes, it's just
Okay, I think it's fine. It's actually the I can hear you on the stream, so this is fine. I think we can actually start chatting now, and hope for the best. So if I just close that and
okay. Let's initiate chatting to each other. Yes.
okay, this is new and weird. I feel very
Yeah.
uncomfortable suddenly. Okay, I don't know. Like, why don't you set the scene? Why are we doing these?
Sorry, I was looking at my phone. I didn't hear your question.
So why don't you set the scene? Uh, oh, I just realized that was like a dope
Oh,
pun.
yeah.
Like, why are we doing
Okay,
this?
but yeah,
What are we trying to do?
we are trying to learn how to use Godot because we have been delivered uh, a pitch for a game, and we're trying to make it. Yeah, from like zero, essentially. We have prior programming. Well, I've got a little bit of experience with like Java, just learning it myself.
Java. Why'd you say it like that?
Java. I don't know how
Java.
do you say it. Java. I've
Java.
only ever read it. Java.
Java.
Java cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I taught myself some Java and I played around with Python. That's my only coding experience. Chewy, you have a bit more in like web development, right?
Yeah. So I am a professional developer. I do it full time. I say that with great imposter syndrome because I don't know what I'm doing, man, but I get paid for it. It is my day job. I make apps and websites. I do a lot of JavaScript and TypeScript, which is, I'm guessing, why you contacted me because maybe I'm the only other developer you know.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's like you know, I do feel like it's fated to be.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, it was like a sort of like childhood dream thing. So, but I
mm,
like fantasy maybe.
I don't think that fantasy ever went away. You're right, and I think well, you approached me, and I was like, I don't know, man. This is gonna be hard, right? It's gonna be really fucking hard. And then I think I just slept on it, and then I found myself like daydreaming about it in the shower, and I was like, oh man, it would be really fucking cool to make money making games.
Yeah,
And I had been romanticizing the idea like for a couple of days in a row, and I thought, I mean, you had already said, just I think I already said to you, I was like, as I'll just test the waters. Let me just see what game engines are even out there, like where even is a good starting point, starting from zero. And yeah, like I said, I was like romanticizing that a little bit. So I started doing a bit of research into like game engines, started comparing Unreal with Unity and Godot. Godot was already a game engine I had at the back of my head, but I thought I'd just do a bit of due diligence and just see like, is it actually a good choice? And yeah, the thing with Unity is I think that it
no
got
one.
confusing for a while,
Yeah,
right?
people don't trust Unity, and I
They
wouldn't trust Unity either. So
they lost a lot of trust recently, and apparently they've actually fixed it all now. And I think the terms and conditions are a lot more transparent and clear. I can't
yeah,
remember
but
what it
it's not
is at the top of
like
my head, but
they had no choice. But the point is that they tried,
yeah,
and so it's like, oh, okay, well the people in charge are just like waiting for a chance to take
yeah.
everyone's money. So
But ultimately, if your game makes money on Unity, you owe them a fee for for the rest of the life of that game. Fine.
yeah,
And that is also true for Unreal. Unreal actually has an insane, like, um, uh, kind of pricing, but insane in a good way. Apparently, if you make £1 million from your game, then you start owing Unreal like. I'm gonna misquote the percentage, but it's a very low percentage. It's like 5% of your revenue that you make from it, which is pretty awesome, right?
yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, that's pretty good.
it is pretty good. Like, by this time, you've actually made some money. Like, maybe your
Is
game
it
only
after
makes.
that point, or are they like you've crossed the million threshold and now you owe us £50,000?
Yeah. I don't know, but
Yeah, it
my
doesn't matter because we're
interpretation of
not
it.
using Unreal.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, my interpretation of that is like, if your game was perpetually at like 500K a year, then you don't owe them anything, which is still a pretty good deal, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But
But
yeah, I mean, I eventually landed on Godot. It just looked comfy. I definitely got good vibes from it, and
yeah, I
I,
like the Godot vibes. It kind of reminds me of weirdly, it kind of reminds me of like Windows Movie Maker. I don't know why.
interesting. It feels very polished, right? I was looking at the GD script syntax, and I was just like, this is nice. Like any moron could figure this out, right? But
Yeah, it's really
it's got deceivingly high ceilings from what I could tell. Like it's very, very powerful, and you can escape out to C++, I think, if you needed to, or even C sharp. And the main thing is that
well.
it's open source and free, right?
Apparently you can write in it in any language. You just need to get a extension because it's open source.
Ah, okay, didn't know that. I think okay, right. I think as a first party, they support C sharp and C++, but
Yeah,
maybe like third party languages do work, but they won't. I don't know. Hold their hands up and say we'll fix this. It's your problem, basically. Why would you
yeah.
not
It's
want to use GDScript though? I'm a bit confused about that. But
well, maybe you've already if you already know C sharp, then you don't need to learn a new script, right?
yeah, but I suppose if you're gonna go C
You
sharp, then
just
you
need to learn
use
the
Unity.
functions.
I don't know. Yeah, if you are precious about your language, I feel like if you're a C sharp developer, you probably go Unity. If you're a C++ developer, you probably pick Unreal. And we're starting from
Wasn't it? Because
scratch.
C plus is what's it? It's one of those languages where you've got to define all your variables and stuff, or things stop working, right?
What, C sharp?
Yeah, whichever the one is.
C
It's
sharp.
like Java, where
Yeah, yeah.
it's like you didn't define this as an integer, so I'm not going to work.
People call C sharp Microsoft's Java. Uh,
Right.
and syntactically, it is very similar to Java. So you'll probably be able to pick up C sharp pretty quickly. Um, but
Yeah, but I can see how that like being strict with your variable definitions essentially makes it less likely to encounter bugs.
oh yeah, yeah. Do you not need to
Where
do that in C++?
and GD, I don't know. I've never used C++.
Oh, sorry, I meant Java. Sorry.
Yeah, you need to do that in Java. Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
but you don't need to do it in GD script. So maybe you want that. Maybe that would be
Yes.
a reason to use it, like to sort of force yourself to remember to.
Yeah, yeah. That was another reason why GDScript was really appealing to me because my background is JavaScript, but I write TypeScript at work, and like that, the paradigms is actually the same. JavaScript is very loosely typed. It's not typed at all, but TypeScript is loosely typed, and you kind of bring the types with you, but they don't need to be there. It's purely for your own dev experience and to keep you in your own guardrails. So if you wanted to like go fast, you can. Um, so it just lets you escape out of the typing system if you wanted to. I don't advocate for doing that, but it's nice you can. It kind of like just gives you the flexibility when you need it, when you're just like trying to get something to fucking work.
Yeah, I do like. I'm enjoying in GD script not always having to do it, but
Yeah,
then I keep looking back over it and I'm like, what the fuck does this function receive?
you need, yeah, you need the discipline to do it because the moment you start adding types, they like the compiler's going to start erroring. But it's like taking a medicine, right? It's for your own good. Uh,
Yeah, I completely get it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it take it in in those, I guess, strongly typed languages, you're forced to do it. So if you lack discipline,
yeah. Then
you
what's the
don't
point?
pay the price for
Yeah.
your laziness.
I can see like if you're an indie dev, Godot just makes a lot of sense. I think you like this free for one, but just GD script as well. Just I feel it just doesn't get in your way. I feel like when I'm writing GD script, I'm writing pure logic, if that makes sense. I'm not there's like very little cruft around it. No static
Yeah, yeah,
void main
it's quite intuitive. Well, I mean, there kind of is.
like what?
You've got your you like I mean, the
Physics delta.
process. But yeah, well,
It's just a wrapper to say
no,
this is the thing that's really important and your logic goes here. Um,
well, yeah, because there's a main. Essentially that is hijacking the main function. Eh?
um, I guess so. You could think of it like that, right? That's the game loop,
Yeah,
right? You don't need to think about the game loop. That's where the game loop is happening.
yeah, that's your ticks. Yeah,
Yeah, that's your ticks. Yeah. Anyway, this is a really long way to say we chose GD script. Sorry, we chose Godot for our game engine, which is this very fundamental starting point for creating a game, right?
yes. Let's look at some code now.
Yeah. Who?
Let's
I
see
guess
who wants to start.
I think I'll start because I think mine's the most underwhelming. Um,
Okay,
but
okay.
like, okay, we I guess we both started reading the docs, and you set us a task. Maybe you should explain what the
I did.
task was.
Yes.
Actually, I wrote notes. Actually, hold
Well,
on. Let me.
okay. I gotta be
Can you
honest. I
see
did not do it. I
this?
I I
Can
have
you
not
see
got around
this?
to doing it yet. Yeah, it's very small.
Hold on. Let me. Is that better?
Yeah. So basically, it was just like a slight um, addition on the 3D tutorial, which is add a melee attack to kill spawning enemies and get some sprite animations that work and a camera that moves with the player, tracks the player, and if you were feeling crazy, add some like level changes. So like you
Right.
kill a certain number
Yeah.
of enemies and then you advance.
So these bullet points are very
Just
specific
some,
to what I'm trying to make. So I've decided I'm gonna my character's gonna have a sword melee attack. That's what I've decided. Um,
yeah, cool.
and just some other criteria I set myself was I don't know pretty basic. Yeah, I needed some sort of collision thing. Got 3 lives. I wanted the camera to follow the player. I haven't got that far. Like I say, mine's very underwhelming. I've done exactly this one. That's it. This is all I've done.
What? The camera follows the player.
No, I haven't done that.
Oh,
This
three lives.
no. I've just done 2D sprite connected to a 3D object. That's all
Oh
I've
yeah,
done.
so I'm looking at it on the stream, so it's like really
Uh,
far behind. Oh wait, no,
I'll
because I
look
can
at it
watch
on
it
Google
on.
Meet. Then you'll be in real
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh, oh god. Anyway. Okay, yeah.
Am I still sharing my screen?
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really small. How do I make it
Can you
bigger?
like pin me or something? Hold on.
Change. Oh, oh, did I do it? Change layer. Is that? Spotlight. Why is it so tiny?
I don't. I don't know.
You're presenting, and it's literally like the size of a postage stamp.
Um, let me stop sharing and reshare again. Um,
You
why don't
kind of
I?
you look like you look like someone who codes for like a criminal organization.
Right. It's very hot.
Like in a film.
I don't always wear a tank top, but when I do, I look
Yeah.
like a criminal. Anyways, why is this not working? Okay, here we go. My game's called Slash Man.
Slash Man, that's a good name.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, let me. This is gonna be quick. Share. Can you see this?
Okay, yeah, yeah, I can see it. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I've
All
not
right,
got
see
very
some
far.
sprites.
So here's my character. I got this sprite, which is really cool because this sprite has 8 movements. I haven't even finished mapping all of them, but I've done the basics. Uh,
Hmm.
and this is mapped. So this is a animated 3D sprite connected to a collision shaped 3D, connected to a character
Hmm.
3D. And
Yeah.
I just got as far as getting the animations working. Oh, you can't see my screen of the game, which is annoying. Uh, Stop presenting entire screen. Is this gonna work? Is that really small again?
No, no, I can see that.
Okay, good. There we go. There's a slash man. Yay!
Ah, that's cool. That's cool. It worked. Yeah, that looks good.
That's it. There we go. That's all I
Yeah.
got. Yeah, that's literally my show and tell. I'm done. I
Oh,
have a lot.
but
I have a lot to do
how does it
still.
work? How
Uh,
does it work?
how does it work? So there's only okay. The logic is only in Slash Man so far, and
Hmm.
like I said to you earlier, this is basically just the 2D tutorial. Um, it's the 2D and 3D Godot getting started tutorial, but just completely mashed together. Um,
I'm seeing a lot of ifs.
there are a lot of ifs because it's shit. I haven't. I wanted to get around to doing state machines, which I will do. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Use state machines. That is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this is shit. I know. It does the job. I did start trying to be a bit tidy on my code. I was like, let's have a function to handle animations because before it was all in line in here as well. Um, so my handle animations just takes in my direction X and Y, and just some really shit if else logic again to detect the direction. This will be way cleaner as a state machine, 100%. And yeah, these just map to the animation things. What are they called? The animation. I don't know what they're called. Whatever these are. Uh, my animated
Yeah,
sprites
you're telling
things. Yeah,
the yeah, you're telling the node to change its animation.
there we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then what else? There's this prevent moving diagonally fast as fuck.
So
The
how does
grab.
that one work then?
I don't know, man. This is
Oh,
from the
so
tutorials.
this is you normalized it. Okay.
this is I like how this just comes out
Yeah,
of the box. That's nice, right? Um,
yeah.
what else we got? Bit of
That's the
uh,
standard one that I complained
yeah,
about, like
yeah,
not
yeah.
being good
I'm
enough.
interested in looking at your one again. What else we got? Yeah, this is the play and stop based on your velocity, and then just using the out of box move and slide to actually make the character move. I am a game dev.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you have to use move and slide.
Is there any other ways to do it?
No, move and slide literally says take this node's velocity and update it.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So even with your kind of bespoke, um, what do you call it? Kind of um, what do you dead zones
oh
with your.
no, actually no, actually I did think that I might stop using move and slide. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah,
that
that's
was
what I
where
thought.
I
I
was
think you might
going
need something a
because
bit more
it's getting
bespoke
silly.
there. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of mad actually.
Yeah. I had big ambitions to get all of this done by this call, and just not had time. But it was very satisfying getting to wherever it was, getting to this stage. Like, just gives you hope, right?
Yeah, it's like that
This
is
is
the
a game.
beginning.
This is the start of a triple A game.
This
It falls
is
off.
where it begins, man.
There we go. That's Slash Man.
Yeah.
Okay, over to you.
All right. Okay. Right. Mine is like way messier. I the reward function in my brain triggers at a lot less level of polish than what, than what you got. So yeah.
You called mine polished? Really?
Compared to mine, it is, yeah. So it's present.
Okay.
So present. I'm just going to present the entire screen. Okay, I'm going to actually have to do like some finagling to show you everything I've got.
Okay.
Um, okay, okay, right. So infinity mirror. Let me just minimize
How do
this.
I need to make this bigger for this stream somehow.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So obviously I've done a bit more,
Yeah.
and that's because I'm desperate to like. I have a thing in. I have an idea in my head that I'm aiming for, and I want to just sort of shoot straight towards it.
It's cool. It's admirable. I like it.
Yeah. So here I'll just show you the game that I've got right now, if it works. So I couldn't be bothered with the idle animations. So he just
It's just
spins. That's idle. He just spins.
okay.
And right now he won't move until you jump because I guess he's stuck in the floor.
Okay.
And then so as you can see, when I stop moving, he slides.
Hmm.
And that's because he's got momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And also when you jump, you lose all control, so you just sort of are stuck in that. It's a really jank jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is all I've got, right? But you can see he changes his animation to running
And you're
and
using
jumping.
a controller, right?
Yeah, I'm using a controller right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
I had a lot of
yeah,
problems with connecting my controller in. So yeah, this is
yeah,
cool.
you're gonna need to get a
Does I
controller.
mean it looks very slidey, but how does it feel? Do you feel like you're in control?
Uh, it needs tweaking, but it feels nice when you're like moving and you go around in a circle. It's like, oh yeah,
Mm.
mm. Yeah. It's I don't know. It tickles my brain right, but
Okay.
that like it needs more floor friction because he's a little bit slippery.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
slippery characters.
you need like weight, but
Yeah.
like it's okay to slip as long as you're still in control.
Can it do the thing in Super Mario where like if you've got full momentum, you press back, it goes like. "Ee."
That's what I want.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to rip off the entirety of Super Mario 64's moveset and then sort
Mm.
of like double it up with both a jump and an attack.
Mm. Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So, right, anyway, let me show you some code.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, yeah, I mean, I've got the floor and the sun and the camera and all of that, but we're not interested in that.
We want to see
Uh,
the player.
we want to see the player. So this is
This
where
is
the
where the
magic.
gravy's at.
Yeah. So the player script is like just a bunch of variables I'm not even using yet. I was like, I can only do this late at night, and sometimes I'll be like deep in the zone, and then I'm like, I need to sleep, and then I have to try and figure out what the hell I was doing when I go back to
Did
it.
I imagine this? Does Godot support const instead of vars?
I don't know.
Const. Did I make that up? So
No,
replace that with a
says
var. I don't know. I think that just means you can't accidentally like mutate it. Your indentation's all fucked up. That needs to go that one. Yeah. I think I imagined that. Oh no, it does work. Yeah. So
yeah.
anyway,
Like
sorry. I'm
what I've
jumping.
seen people do is they do
Yeah.
stuff like this. They go and then they do that to define it as a define the thingy. So I don't know, like int. So that doesn't work. So obviously I've forgotten what the fuck I'm
No,
doing.
I think it goes
Relearning.
before the colon. Anyway, sorry, we get distracted. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. We're not doing how Godot works. So yeah, I have implemented state machines,
Cool.
and I'm not going to pretend that I even really understand how they work. I followed a tutorial. I'm
Yeah.
aware that there is a
Dangerous.
lot of well, there's a lot of he was like, and yeah, I make these functions, but they don't get used. So I guess they're there for something else. Like here, there's a state. This extends the node, but all of the states extend from this, and it's got all these functions in it that don't do anything. The only thing that gets used is the signal finished. Um, but presumably, if there is an enter and exit handle input update that I want to be usable across all the states, this is where I would put it in.
Mm, okay.
I will, yeah, I can see how these could be useful, but I haven't, I'm not using them yet.
So
I'll come up with some.
these are your transition handlers, basically, right?
Well, that's what it looks like, but again, they don't get used for anything because I haven't. I guess I'm not using them for anything, but hypothetically, if I wanted to, they would be.
I need to see the code of how you transition from one state to another to make this make
Right, so
sense.
I'll show you the state machine. So I will try and explain it the best I can. Basically, the state machine, the first thing it does is it runs through all of its child nodes, which are the states available to it. And what it does is it waits for a signal from them.
Wait.
And yeah, it's like where is it? There's a yeah here. It awaits already. When it starts up,
Oh,
this
okay.
is what it does, and it does some kind of thing here, waiting that I don't understand.
Wait, what? Where does owner come from?
Owner is the player, so owner is always the
Oh,
top of the node tree.
how? What's the connection between owner and player? How is that connected?
Owner
Yeah.
in any script refers to the top of the
Oh,
state
it's like
tree.
okay. So in JavaScript we have
Yeah,
this keyword. Okay, cool. So that's always the parent. Got it.
yeah.
Okay.
So this player, if
Oh,
they're
I see. Okay.
here it would be main.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know you could do that. Nice. Okay, so okay, we wait for the parent to be ready. Fine, and that's just some global state that's there, and then uh, okay,
And
and
then
then
yeah,
now you can do your
so
state stuff now after this.
this is the function that does the transitions.
Okay, state node dot
Well, part
finish.
of it. Yeah, so it waits for a state node, which is one of these, I think.
Okay.
No. It's for state node state. So yeah, it's for every state. It's for every child state.
Yeah.
It is looking it, and then there's a signal finished,
Okay.
which is defined here in state. This is the signal,
Yeah.
and then that connects to something that is defined by this function, which is down here.
Okay.
and then that says it checks to see if the state exists based on this string. So the string is a string of text that refers to the state that you want to go to.
So this is idle, jumping, or running.
Yes,
Okay.
literally, it's just a string that says jumping, running, idle.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, and then if it does exist, then it changes the variable previous state path to the current state, which this is something I don't use for anything just yet, but I will. Then it sets state to, it grabs a node, name of the state which of the signal it's received. So if it said idle, it will change state to
To one
idle.
of those. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then it enters
Okay.
that state.
Get. Yeah. Okay. State enter that state.
Enter.
Yeah.
So
What
it
is?
does actually use this function, enter. But enter doesn't do anything. So I don't know how this works, man.
But it does though.
Yeah, it must be this thing that does something, right? So
Do
state
you?
equals get node, and then so send state. Where is state defined? Variable state, and then for child no state. No. Oh yeah, no, it's here. Here it enters. No, but that doesn't fucking do anything either.
Doesn't do.
I don't know how it works, man.
This is 101 of why you don't roll your own state machine.
What?
I think okay, no, no. It is good to try and figure out your own state machines. In in JavaScript land, there's a very good library called Xstate, and everyone uses Xstate because it's just battle tested, and they've managing states and transitioning from one state to another. What? We have 15 minutes left of this call. When did Google Meets do this?
In shitification, man.
Oh
I'm
my
actually running out
god.
of time. I'm running out of
Okay.
time anyway.
Okay, that's good. Maybe this is perfect then. Okay, let's try and keep tabs on
Yeah.
this. Yeah, okay, sorry. Keeping short, have you seen the Godot State Machine plugin?
No, and I've thought about using a plugin, but I also really want to know how things work so that and
I
plugins are sort of
I explained how state machines work. It's actually not that complicated, but
no, I want to know I
no,
want to
okay.
know how it works.
But this is why abstractions are good. I think maybe I haven't tried it either, to be honest, but I think it looks very nice because it helps you build up this state machine tree, which you've done yourself very diligently, and it also creates constraints for which states can go into next, which is actually the logic that's really hard to write yourself. Um,
Hmm. That could be useful because that is what I was just thinking. Like, I was mapping it out. Like, for instance, if you like, okay, Mario, uh, Super Mario 64,
mhm.
you've got the jump, double jump, triple jump.
Yeah,
Well, if you're not moving fast enough, you can't do a triple jump.
yeah.
So I was like, how would you'd have to keep track of the previous states in order to determine whether you could or could not triple jump, or even to figure out if you should do a normal jump or a double jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, yeah, maybe I'll just do it because these are complicated and they give me a headache.
Because you just like you don't want to figure out the oh shit, hold on. Your signal went crazy. Can I hear you? Testing 1, 2, 3. Say something.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you.
Hi.
Yeah, the boilerplate around your X state logic is hard to get right. It's I think you're seeing this firsthand. um,
Yeah, because I don't actually I'm reading it and I'm understanding I think what each thing is doing, but also
go
is it this
into
connect
a
function?
Yeah, it's hard to follow for sure. And
Uh,
uh, like, okay, this is actually on my list of things to try. So I'll tell you exactly the thing I want to play with. Go into asset lib, I think. Is that asset lib? At the top next to your scripts on your very top panel.
oh,
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Can you? I can't remember if it's downloadable through here. So just type state machine in there. Is it that? Oh my god, there's so many. Let me try and find it.
state machine. There's lots of them.
What was the one that looked really good? Sorry, bear with me. I'm going to try and find it now. I think I sent it to myself.
Oh, okay.
The-
Well, I'm going to try and speed it up because there's a bunch of other stuff I want to go over.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah.
I've only just showed you that I don't understand how state machines work.
Okay.
But
Sorry,
yeah, anyway,
I thought that was your whole demo. Okay, sorry, carry on.
no, because I've done a load of other logic and shit that like
Right.
here's the state. You can see like you just put things you want to happen in a state in
Yeah.
there, and when you want to change a state, you just write that shit. But some of the interesting stuff I've started doing is actually in this script that I'm not using because this does not use state machines. Where is it? Play it back up. There you go. This is the one that I sent you,
Hmm.
but I've done a bit more on it. So I realized, I was like, the dead zones.
Hmm.
This doesn't do anything. This does nothing.
What? What is it supposed to do? Set left stick
But it
dead
was
zone.
supposed to make the dead zones not square. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, the thing I'm doing does that anyway.
Is
Like
this
you
your
put,
calibration?
no, oh yeah, the calibration. That's the interesting thing to show you.
By the way, you
But
have less than 10 minutes left.
okay, right. I'll show you the calibration here. Did I make it its own function or nope? It must just be in here. So yeah, basically, I think this is quite clever, but it might also not be clever. My screen's really small, so you can't really see anything.
No, I can see it.
Essentially, I've got a I've got it's in degrees, not radians, because that's easier to conceptualize in my brain. I have got a list that is all of the stick angles divided by I don't know, like 19 randomly because I wanted 18, but there was a double up, and instead of trying to fix it, I just added an extra one. Does that make sense? Basically there was 0 and 330, 360, which had to have the same value, and instead of having them map to the same value, I just had them both exist out of laziness. But basically, um, it reads the maximum input of the movement vector in in a given direction based on the stick angle, and then it saves that to a list, and then whenever it receives an input, it checks to see if it is higher than that than the maximum angle that it's the maximum power, maximum vector length at that angle in the past. It checks to see if it's higher than the previous one it did. If it is, then it changes the maximum angle to that new value and sets the input to a normal, so to 1, because it's supposed to be maximum and it should be 1. And then once you've done that in all directions, so it's got a nice big map of like the maximum vector distance in all those different directions. Essentially what it does is it normalizes the vector in that direction by its maximum. So instead of you push you push the control stick to the left, and the impact is immediately normalized to 1. Instead, what it does is it divides it by the maximum volume, so it's scaled. So you get that nice smooth increase in power that is appropriate and goes and maximizes at 1 always at the edge.
um, so, wait, if I'm hearing that right. So I'm kind of like visualizing this, like, because how do you even invoke this calibration?
It happens automatically.
Okay, so as you're playing, it's doing this dynamically.
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Right. So what I'm imagining in my head is like this, like you're capturing. Because, okay, the issue that you ran into, right, is you found your joystick having a weird shape ultimately, and you just figured this out by testing it. You were playing around with it, and you realized that these dead zones isn't a circle, but it was actually like a blob. So you're capturing that blob like dynamically as the user plays, and you're trying to round out that blob to be a perfect circle by doing maths. Is that what's happening?
Yes, that is exactly right. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
right.
what it does. Yeah, and
Okay.
it does a lot of vector math and radian math.
So I'm imagining this like thing, like it looks like I don't know, like that, and it's kind of like as you're playing, it's like that, and it becomes this perfect circle the more you play.
Yeah, I
Is that
wonder
what's
if I just grab this, if I just stick that script in there and uh
we have 6 minutes left of this call?
shit. Uh, no, physics process
Sorry, buddy.
delta. Let's just, with the movement logic. Wait, is that the right one? Movement logic. Get in there.
You're scrolling so fast,
Uh,
it's making my stream all fucked up. Okay.
uh, movement. Wait, no, not funk movement logic. Just movement logic. Um. Oh fuck. I'm panicking. I can't type.
You got 5 minutes, Dan.
Does it work? Is it gonna work?
I don't know what are you trying to do.
No.
It needs to own it. Oh, I think you're
Next
running
statement.
the
Yeah.
player. You're not in the main. You got to click on your main scene and then run the game. Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
no.
all
Oh,
right.
I fucked something up.
Assertion failed. State.
Oh, it's because it's trying to run the. It's trying to use the state machine. I just. Just attach these scripts.
Oh no! Wait, do you lose your code by doing that? Okay.
No. Uh,
You needed the
does
same
it not?
machines where you carried it to move.
It doesn't move anymore. What the fuck? Player state. What we got? Wait, no. That one. Play back up. Did I remove all the inputs? Move it. Move up right now. There should be. Oh. Shit. Yeah. Annoyingly, there's a. Did I fuck everything up? Movement vector. I think. Wait. What is it? It's shit. There is something I need to set to something. I need
Just gonna casually let you
to
know we've got
set
3 minutes left.
I need to set. I think what I need to do is I need to say. I need to say that velocity equals movement vector. Is that gonna
Yeah,
work? Yeah.
It's so
They
slow.
move so slowly.
What is it doing there?
I must have changed the speed value at some point. Okay.
Oh man.
But look, okay. But this doesn't demonstrate it. Okay, basically, you can't see the thing I'm trying to show you, but it has a really nice linear acceleration depending on the amount of
Okay.
stick.
Oh my God. Oh
Yeah.
Jesus. Looks good.
Okay.
It's coming off really well in the stream.
All right.
All right, 2 minutes.
By,
Okay.
by next by next Wednesday, I'll try and have something that's like a better demonstration.
That
But
was what I was gonna
basically,
say.
yeah, basically my primary goal to start with is to get movement feeling really good because movement is the main way that you engage with the game.
Hmm.
And I think most people don't talk about movement or really like give breakdowns on how important movement is because it's supposed to go unnoticed. But if a game's got clunky movement, that's the first thing someone says about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you
I
want it to have like real good movement.
you're yeah, you have the math skills to figure this out, which I don't. So my goal by next week is to kind of spread myself a lot thinner. And I just want to know how you get the rest of the game working, you know? Like I want to figure out attacking collisions, uh like just a basic UI to see your hearts going down, you know? Just like basic shit like that. I'm like the edges of the game is what I'm really interested in at this stage. So I
Yeah, just nibble at everything.
yeah, basically that's where my head's at.
Yeah,
We have
that's my strategy, and so far it's as you can see, it's producing incredible results.
we need to talk about version control, maybe for the next session. But yeah, we have less than a minute, so
Okay, I consider like I consider this stage that we're in right now basically just like playing around and like idea gathering and seeing what works and what doesn't work.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
The
but we will start like working on actual build at some point.
cool. The I think Google Meet's going to cut out at any second right now, so let's just end the stream now. And
Okay,
happy next
yeah.
time.
Okay.
Ah!